his great ancestor, Muhammad was a prophet and messenger from God. The Prophet Muhammad was known for his kindness, honesty, and trustworthiness. Never did he pass anyone by without giving them a smile or a helping hand. This may not be odd where you live, but it was an odd thing in Mecca, for many people had forgotten kindness and good manners, just as they had forgotten God. But even if you lived in the kindest street in the world with the best mannered neighbors, they would still be no match for Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. His goodness shone out like a lamp in the darkness. The doves could see his light and were drawn towards him. When they returned to their nest in the evenings, they had plenty of tales to tell about this extraordinary man. "What does he look like?" asked the spider one day. "His face is like the moon," said one dove. "And he is always smiling," said the other. "Yes, and he has a small gap between his front teeth, which are very white," both doves cooed. The doves told the spider that when Muhammad was still a young man, a great flood had damaged the Kaaba. The townspeople had needed to repair it. While rebuilding the walls, the leaders of Mecca had started to argue about which of them was the most important, for only one man and his tribe could have the honor of returning the special black stone to the Kaaba to its place. It was a great honor to touch the black stone, and each tribe believed that it should have that right. Their fighting continued, with voices growing louder and louder, until someone said, "Let us ask the next person who enters the holy sanctuary to decide." All agreed. Suddenly, to everyone's joy, they saw Muhammad approaching. A great cheer went up. "It's Muhammad the trustworthy one. Let's ask him to decide." Muhammad who was younger but wiser than many of the graybeards among them, listened carefully to their problem. Then he asked them to bring him a large piece of cloth, and he placed the stone in the center. He asked a man from each tribe to hold a corner of the cloth. Then he told them to carry the stone to the Kaaba. There he placed the stone carefully into its place with his own hands. Now all of the tribes had shared in the honor of returning the black stone to its place. You should have seen how the people praised the way that Muhammad settled that argument, the doves cooed. The spider loved to hear these stories, and the doves had many to tell. Muhammad played with the young and helped the old. He was friendly with both the rich and the poor, and he shared everything he had. Muhammad was kind to animals and even told people not to overburden them. He even trod lightly upon the earth. The spider came to love Muhammad even though it had never seen him. It recognized him for what he truly was, a messenger and prophet of God. Day followed night, and night followed day, and time passed. The doves raised one brood after another and helped them learn to fly, until they could leave and make nests of their own. The spider would tell the chicks stories of Muhammad and sing them to sleep. It was a very happy little spider. One day the doves were gone for a very long time. When they finally returned, they had some terrible news. "Muhammad is in danger," they gasped, as they fluttered about fearfully. "Why? What has happened?" asked the spider in alarm. "The leaders of Mecca do not like his words," the doves replied, "and they do not like that people are following him." "Why not?" asked the little spider in surprise. "Muhammad wants to change many things about Mecca. He says that it is wrong to be cruel and that the people should treat all living things with kindness. He said that farm and riding animals should not be overworked, but they don't believe in giving animals rights. He told the Meccans to share their wealth with the poor and take care of the weak, but the rich people want to keep their money. What made them most angry, however, was his saying that people should stop worshipping idols of wood and stone. He wants them to turn to the one God